What are you guys doing here? 1, half a year of being fired does not help you get money. 2, we want you to upload the content that people want to see. But everyone loves my speed arts. Listen, the point is, after a month of waiting, people want to see a commentary video, not a speed art. And make another Surviving Chaos episode. Well, I guess the fans need what they need. How if I do this? I'll make the commentary video now, and I'll put it to a vote whether I should reboot Surviving Chaos or not. Deal?
Deal.
So, teachers, we all know who they are. Unless you're living in Ethiopia and you have no money, but that's besides the point. The main objective of them is to teach children. And while they do that, there's one problem there. It's that they get to see us being the biggest idiots ever. I'll give you an example real quick, okay? Excuse me, class. May someone please tell me what the British channel is?
Sir, I was told it was BBC.
I'm not paid enough for this job. Anyways, let's start telling some stories.
Creation Nation!
Alright, let's start the first story. So for homework this year, our teacher wanted us to take notes for this book we were reading in English class. The thing about our class is, instead of taking regular notes on paper, we take ours on these Chromebooks because, no particular reason, we're just special snowflakes. So, anyways, our teacher wanted to check the notes. Now, everyone was pulling out their notes, but the thing was, there was these 4 people in the back of the classroom who were just smiling at their notes. The only problem with the Chromebook is that teachers get to see what's on a student's computer via this app called GoGuardian. So we had our notes out, and the teacher was looking on his Chromebook, and he saw something. The teacher then looked at the back of the classroom to the 4 kids. He then said, "Hey, go do your homework." So apparently we do that, and then we're told to do a do now. So for the next 5 minutes, everything's normal. But then all of a sudden, my English teacher jumps out of his seat. Everyone's a little startled, so one person whose name does not need to be said at all says, "What just happened?" That amazing young man got ignored by the teacher, who asked one of the students at the back, "What kind of weird crap are you looking up?" This leads to another 3 minutes of banter between the teacher and the student, leading to the student also saying at one point, "What if I shoot down the satellite that stops GoGuardian?" The brave young man once again asked the teacher, did he decide to look at the X websites or did he watch Two Girls, One Cup? Now, after saying those 2 very innocent things, there were 2 reactions. Either A, laughing, or B, they were quite disturbed. The teacher, even though being in the latter category, was still able to explain to the students what was on the computer. Apparently, the kid was on a document that had not 1, but 2 old men with nothing but diapers on, wrestling. If you refer back to what I said before, there was 2 reactions. A, they were laughing their asses off, or B, they were horrified. So the kid says, "Please don't tell my mom." Our teacher then just has the best reaction to him and says, "Look, I'm not telling your mom, but that's just weird, okay?" By then, we only have 20 minutes left, so we just watch a TV show for the rest of the time. But everyone in our class agreed that was probably one of the funniest days inside of the English class.
Creation Nation!
Alright, let's go to the next story, and we're going back in time into the 1970s. So back in the 1970s, there was this old, terrible teacher named Mrs. Ludwig, who, even though she has no reason to be there, still worked at a school. And might I add, an elementary school for no particular reason. So everyone in that class basically hated her because she never actually taught, she just stood behind the desk all day, and that really pissed people off, okay? So one day, she had a coughing fit. This went on for a couple minutes, and everyone was looking on either scared or morbidly hopeful. All of a sudden, one kid, who right now we will just refer to as the Savior, started chanting, "Joke! Joke! Joke! Joke!" Now, if you couldn't tell, Ludwig and the Savior did not love each other at all. Even while Ludwig is joking, she still finds enough strength in her to say, "No! You choke!" And she walked out of the classroom. After that, the class never saw the teacher again, and the guy's sub for the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next...
Creation Nation!
So yeah, those are some funny school stories. Now, I'm going to relish not having any new stories anytime soon, so bye guys! The end!